Hello, hello, hello. It's Carmela here. I'm back with you again. I'm going to share with you today a training that we've started for the Next Level Bling team. We were doing a really good job of recruiting new team members, but the numbers or our percentages were not to my standard for those who were getting a really good, solid foundation, a good start. And so what was happening, because with our team, it depends on who you joined under. The information that you get may be slightly different. So we developed this training to just kind of make our training the same across the board. No matter what level you were on, no matter which one of the team members you signed up on, you would get the same information. It may be delivered a little bit differently, but you would still get the same information. And that's what this is, starting strong, how to start your paparazzi business strong. So let's just dive right in, because it may take us 20 to 30 minutes to go through this. So I encourage you to get a notebook. Since you're new to paparazzi, you should have a notebook for paparazzi accessories. This is where you will put all of your tips, all of your ideas, your notes, your prospects. I have one paparazzi binder that I keep everything paparazzi in. Everything dealing with paparazzi is in one place, because what you don't want to do is have some notes over here and some notes in this notebook, some notes in the car, some notes at the church. You want to have all your stuff in one place so that you can be effective. And starting strong and starting with this discipline is going to help you. So welcome to the team. Let's go through the slides. Fill in these blanks. You need to know who sponsored you and who sponsored them. You need to know your upline. So I'll tell you my paparazzi genealogy. I signed up under Luella Jackson, who signed up under Candace Hill, who signed up under Denise Merrill, who signed up under Kimberly Newsom, who signed up under Carla Neal. Carla Neal is currently a jet setter within the company. There's 14 ranks. Well, now there's 15 ranks, and she is at rank 13, at rank 12. And the name of her team is the Millionaires Club. The Millionaires Club, as of today, has over 22,000 team members in it. Knowing your genealogy is important, because the things that Carla has in place for the Millionaires Club includes you. So if you're in my downline, you're part of the Millionaires Club. You should be in our Facebook pages. And there's so many tools and resources and things to help you be successful in there. When Carla has different resources that she shares, those are available to you. Now, you may not be in our downline, and that's okay, but find out your genealogy. And those elite consultants that are in your upline, they'll have resources and information that they will assimilate to you. And so it's important to know your paparazzi genealogy. Follow Paparazzi's professional pages. They have a corporate page on Facebook and Paparazzi Accessories on Instagram as well. And then this is just their contact information. You will need all of this information. So let's dive right in. When people join my team, I tell them you need two things. You need a minimum of $99 and you need a purpose. What is the purpose of this business? What will this business help you do? What do you hope to gain from being an entrepreneur? It's so important that your why be really big. It needs to be something tangible. We have people on our team that joined because they wanted to have a debt-free Christmas last year, and they did that. And once they had that debt-free Christmas, I didn't have to keep going back to them and checking on them, because they saw that the business worked. We have people in this business that use their income for paparazzi to pay their truck payment every month. We have those that use it to pay off their rent, light, and water every month, their utilities. We have those that use it for groceries. We have those that use it for their kids' college fund. Their children are in college, and when our kids are in college, they still need things from us. They may need grocery money. They may need gas money. They may need a little bit of money for books and different odds and ends while they're off to school. And so they use their profit from this business for their child, and that's their kids' fund, and then make sure that their child's needs are taken care of. It's so important that you have a purpose for your business. When your why is big enough, you will find your how. See, a lot of times we want to know how in the beginning, but the first thing you got to do is determine what it is that you want. How is this business going to help you? How is it going to help your family? Are you trying to retire early? Is this going to be your vacation fund? Is this going to be your hair, your nails, your mad money? What is it going to be for you, so that you can begin to apply your profit from this business specifically to that area, so that you can see that it really does work? It has to be personal for you. So let's jump right into the budget. So we buy the jewelry wholesale at $2.75 per piece. and then we sell it retail at $5. That means that your profit is $2.25 per piece. So if somebody asks you, or you may be asking, how do I make a profit in this business? Every time you sell one piece of jewelry, you make a profit in this business. It's like that dollar store mentality. When have you went into the dollar store and spent $1? Very rarely. You can't even do that now, because even if it does cost $1, you got to pay tax. So you very rarely just spend $1. Your customers, when they shop with you, will very rarely just buy one piece. So that's how this works. People will buy from you in multiples. Don't ever excuse customer service. When you're shipping to people, it's okay to put a thank you note in there. Make sure you wrap it really nice. I'm not getting into those details in this video, but make sure that you deliver great customer service. There's a lot of paparazzi consultants, and if you want them to be loyal to you, you have to go that extra mile in your customer service. So let's get back to budget. Budgeting is important for a healthy business. Number one, these are different options you can use. You can use the 2-envelope system, where you have one envelope. Every time you sell a piece of jewelry, you put $275 in one, and you put $225 in the other. So every time you sell a piece, you buy a piece. That's your purchasing, your reinvestment fund. This piece is this envelope is for your profit. My sister just took her family, they took a vacation trip from this 2-envelope system. Well, their profit for the whole year, everything they had done up until July, they used that money to purchase plane tickets, and it took care of their family trip. It works. Deposit everything into an account. Excuse me. You got to have some way to track it. So you can either use a 2-envelope system. You can create a bank account where everything goes into that one account so you can see it, or you can track it all in Square, which is what I do. I have a bank account and I track it all in Square. You can give yourself a percentage or an allowance. So maybe you don't want to do $275 and $225, but maybe you're going to give yourself $200 a month. That's going to be your allowance in the beginning. However you want to do it, set it up so you can start right. Don't take from your business. Allow it to grow healthy. Don't steal from your business. When you buy a piece, sell a piece. And that way you don't have to continue to take money out of your house to fund your business and to buy inventory. Now, if you're going to use the Square system, I just put this here in your, when you go on your telephone, the Square is called the point of sale app. You'll see that in the bottom right. That's the point of sale app, and that's the Square. You will enter all transactions there, even cash. If you're going to enter cash, when you get inside the app, you'll click checkout. You'll enter how much they owe you, and then you will hit the little checkout button, and you would take the money by cash, or this is where you can enter cash, or you can manually enter a credit card. So instead of manually entering the credit card there, you would just hit cash, and then you would tender it, and you would send them a receipt just like normal. Because what happens when you take cash is, say you made, $30 at work, you sold 6 pieces of jewelry at work, and you made $30 cash. On the way home, you had to get groceries. So you grab your grocery. And for me, right next door to the gas station is Wendy's. So my daughter needs something from Wendy's. And so by the time I get home, I have $0 because all the cash that was in my purse has been spent. Well, I can always look back at my Square app and see all the money that came in. So, there have been consultants that's been frustrated because they felt like, I'm making money, but I'm not seeing my money. Well, they were making a lot of cash sales, and they were not seeing their money because they were spending it. And so you got to be able to track it. Even if you have to use it, you still need to be able to track it for your business, so that when things get a little shaky, or you need a little bit of motivation, a little bit of encouragement, you can look right into your Square report for the day, for the month, or for the year, and you can see that money was coming in. So that's just some basics. Set up how you want to budget. I was just giving you some examples, but you do need to have some type of system in the beginning of how you're going to track your money. That's going to be important at the end of the year for your taxes. You need to get with your tax preparer, and they'll tell you what you need. But if the key is to keep really good records. And if you got good records, you'll be fine. So let's go into volume and inventory. So there's 3 types of parties. Well, actually, there's several types of parties. There's just 3 on this screen here. One is a home party. This is where you invite friends and family over for a girls' night, socializing, or somebody can host this party for you, and they can invite 5 to 10 of their friends over, or 20 to 30 of their friends, however they want to do it. They provide the refreshments. You show up with the jewelry, and while they're having their girls' night and they're having their time, they just stop by your jewelry display, and they shop from you. The key to this is having diversity. When you go into a store 5 friends should be able to go into the store. We all have different tastes, and everybody should be able to leave out with something that they love. So the key to this is having diverse inventory. So a home party, you got a basket party. What is a basket party? This is where a family member or a friend will take jewelry to their office, or take it to their friends, or take it to work with them, and they'll sell it for you. So you take the jewelry and you put it in a cute little basket or a container, and you send it to work with them, or wherever they're going to take it, and then they sell it for you. They bring back the money and the jewelry that was not sold, and then they earn free jewelry that way. For every 10 pieces that they sell, they get 1 piece free. Now, I've seen people be very creative with their basket parties. They allow their hostesses to come over to the house, and they allow them to choose the jewelry that they want. So say they choose 3 pieces that they absolutely love. Well, in order to get 3 pieces free, you got to sell 30 pieces. So one of our girls, she's the queen of basket parties, she would then give them 30 pieces in their pretty little basket. They'll take it that week, and guess what? They'll sell 30 pieces, come back to her house on Friday just to get those 3 free pieces. It works. Then you have the online party. Online party, those parties are set up in your back office, and then your hostess will receive a link. They'll send that link out to their family and friends, and the people shop on the website. I love online parties. Paparazzi will fulfill these orders because all these orders are done online. The customer will go to that link. They will go to your that link's going to take them to your website. They'll create a user ID, a password. They will shop just like they're on Amazon or Walmart. Paparazzi will handle that order, ship it out directly to the customer's homes, and you still make the same commission, and your hostess will earn her rewards. That party is closed out once the hostess logs in and shops, so that hostess has to shop at the end when the party is over. If you need more information on how to set up your online party, just log into your back office, go to resources, online party training, and then it's a download button. But once you click download, it's going to take you to a YouTube video. There's 4 training videos. Each video is around 2 minutes, and it will fully explain how to do an online party. So there's 3 different types of parties that you can have. So what I want you to do now is hit the pause button while you're excited, because I know you know people that may allow you to come into their home, or maybe they don't want you in their home, but they'll take a basket to work with them. Maybe they don't want to take a basket to work. Maybe they live out of town, so they'll do an online party for you because they really do want to support you and they want to support your business. Go ahead and write those names down. I know you can think of 5 to 10 people, at least 5 to 10 people that you want to ask if they will host a party for you and earn free jewelry. Listen, let me give you a tip right here. Don't answer for them. Don't think about their situation, because a lot of times we know people that want to help us, but then we start thinking, we start thinking about their situation and their finances, and we'll talk ourselves right out of asking them. Don't answer for them. Don't answer for them. Just write their names down, and then set a date that you're going to reach out and contact them within the next 3 days. And just ask them, you simply saying, hey, I'm a new paparazzi consultant. I want to know if you'll host a party for me. I can either come over, you can take a few pieces to your friends, or we can just do an online party. And with the online parties, you can create a Facebook group and play games in there. There's all types of creative things you can do. Host a party. So when you first join, I recommend that within 6 to 8 weeks, you have your official launch party. Your official launch party. Now, don't do like I did. When I had my first official launch party, I rented a building. I paid for catering. I spent too much money. I've learned more. I've learned better now. Your launch party is about your jewelry. That's all it's about. There's invitations that come in your kit. You can create your own. You can do online invitations. You can send text messages. Do it all. Don't just do one and not the other. Do it all, because people will forget. You got to stay in touch with them. But at your launch party, you just want light snacks, happy music. Your jewelry is the decor. Your jewelry is the decor. You need a nice tablecloth. You need signs letting them know what's $5. If you have the Z collection, put it on a separate table, and those pieces are $25. Keep your Z and your $5 pieces on separate tables so that people don't get confused. But set it up really nice. So your launch party can look like this if you wanted to. I recommend about 200 pieces, maybe 100 minimum, but hey, you do it however you want to do it. Have multiples. Your launch party can look like that, or it can look like this. You can have a ton of jewelry. There's no wrong way to do it. It's just your personal preference. When you join with that $99 kit, you have to immediately go back in and start ordering jewelry. Because remember, new jewelry is released every day, Monday through Friday. And so you want to have the hottest, fashions. You want to have the newest jewelry because your regular customers will already have some of your standard pieces. You always want to keep your blockbusters. That's a category in the back office. So let me slow down. If you're new, and if you're watching this video, you probably are very new. So how do I order jewelry? You log in, you go to your Paparazzi website, you log in, your username is your consultant ID and your password. You click new order. You click my back office, new order, and then you will choose your category. And so you can choose either new releases or blockbusters. Blockbusters are the staples of our business. You don't ever want to sell out of those. You know, use your weekends to order your blockbusters. On Saturdays, every Saturday, grab you a few blockbusters because those are the staples of your business. Statistically, new customers will purchase blockbusters from you. Or you can go to the category of new releases. New releases, again, they come out Monday through Friday, and they are awesome. In the beginning, you're going to order what you like. But after a while, you realize that you need to diversify because your customer base is a wide base. So diversify. So your launch party, this is your first official party. So maybe you want to have your hostesses, host your parties and stuff for you after you have your launch party. You could do it that way as well and do your launch party first. And then while you're at your launch party, your family and friends that come while they're there, you can check them off the list and ask them to host a party for you. There's all different ways that you can do this. There's not one way. You just got to find out what works for you. The key is get to work. You got to be doing something. So for your launch party, who can you invite? Who can you invite? It's been my experience that if I invite 50 people, about 25 are going to show up. So invite a lot of people to your launch party, especially if you're having a drop-in. This business, you don't have a presentation to make. So say you're having your launch party on a Saturday from 3 to 5 with light refreshments and your happy music and tons, hundreds of pieces of jewelry. So people are going to drop in, they're going to shop, they're going to get refreshments, they're going to leave. A new group is going to come in. And so you're going to need help there with you. But put down this list. Think of your family, your friends, your coworkers, your ex-coworkers that you're still in contact with, your Facebook friends that you connect with on a regular basis. Think about your children. Think about those parents that you connect with through your children. If you're on the PTA, if your kids are playing softball, or they're in karate and dance and all of those things, you connect with these other parents. I know I did because there was that one group of kids that my son hung out with all the way through school. And so those parents and we were connected through our children. But I would invite them to my launch party as well. Don't answer for people. What you want to do is let them know that you are a new consultant with an independent consultant with Paparazzi, and you have beautiful $5 jewelry that you'd like to share with them, and you're having a drop-in launch party. Would they be willing to just stop in for a few minutes and look at your new pieces? They'll come. Just invite them. So let's shift right here for a minute. So we've talked about your parties. We've talked about your budget. I've told you how to get into your back office. You're going to hear the word PV a lot, for personal volume. The $5 jewelry, that's what I refer to as your standard pieces. One piece of jewelry is equal to 2 PV. So one piece is equal to 2 points. The Z collection. The Z collection is like what I have on today. The Z collection retails for $25. One Z collection set is equivalent to 10 PV. So the standard piece, 2 PV. One Z collection, 10 PV. Starlit Shimmer, you'll see that as a category in your back office. That's for little girls. I encourage you to get some little girl jewelry when you can, because when mama shop, they shop for their daughters. Or sometimes mama don't really want anything, but her baby girl sees that $1 sign and she starts shopping. So guess what? Now mama starts to shop. So Starlit Shimmer, but Starlit Shimmer has 0 points attached to it. So let me tell you, every month in Paparazzi, you want to be active. I encourage you to be active by the 1st, no later than the 5th of each month. All of us have to get active again. No matter where we're ranked at in this company, on the 1st of the month, we're all at 0. So we all have to be active. We all are ordering and building our inventory with the newest fashions every day or every month. So you have to have at least 50, you have to have at least 50 PV every month to be active. 50 PV every month to be active. Now, in order to be active, you see these points here: Standard, Z Collection, and Starlit Shimmer. On your website, which is free, your customers can go to your website and shop. If they buy a standard piece, you still get that same 2 PV credit. If they buy a Z Collection piece, you get that same 10 PV credit. So whether you're buying in your back office or whether your customers are shopping from your website, you get PV. Every team is different, but on my team, I discourage buying from consultant to consultant, because as a business owner, the perk of being a business owner is buying wholesale. So if you have a VIP customer that needs a piece that you don't have and your peer has it out and you want to get it for them, that's fine. You pay $5 for it, because you don't get any jewelry wholesale unless you buy it out the back office. If you buy it from another consultant, you're paying retail price. And what that means is you don't make any profit. So it's a wash. It's you pay $5 for it and then you get it to your customer for $5. That's the only time I would buy, or if they have a piece that I personally want for myself that I was not able to get, or maybe I accidentally sold my piece and I sold out. But don't make a habit of buying jewelry from other consultants, because it cuts into your money, right? Because if you can buy one piece for $275, but then you go spend $50 with another consultant, that was a lot of jewelry that you could have gotten from your back office. So let's go into this. I want to make sure that you understand PV and why you need to be active. So here we go. Here is an example. You ordered 10 standard pieces and your customer ordered a total of 20 pieces from your website. What is your PV and are you active? And I know you think this is so basic, but I promise you, this is where a lot of people get hung up at, because we don't understand the math. So if you ordered 10 standard pieces, that's 2 PV each. 10 times 2 is 20. Your customers ordered 20 from your website. 20 times 2 is 40. 40 and 20 is 60. So your total PV for this month is 60. You only needed 50 to be active. So yes, you are active. Another example, you ordered 10 standard pieces and 4 Z Collection pieces from your back office. Your customer ordered a total of 0 pieces. So your customer didn't order from your website. You were the only one that ordered this month in your back office. So 10 standard pieces, 10 times 2 is 20. 4 Z Collection pieces, 4 times 10 is 40. 40 plus 20 is 60. What's your PV? 60. Are you active? Yes. Let's look at this one. You ordered 15 standard pieces and your customer ordered 8 pieces from your website. What is your PV? 15 times 2 is 30. 8 times 2 is 16. 30, 46. Your PV is 46. Are you active? No. There have been situations where I have had consultants that were just this close to being active that month. And they might have thought they were, but they just didn't know how to get in the back office and look at their numbers. So you go into your back office, you log in, you go to My Back Office, go to Commissions. On the Commissions tab, there's a button that says Volume. Excuse me. Hit the volume button and you can see your PV in real time. 46 PV. They're only 4 PV away from being active. And if each standard piece is 2, they're really only 2 pieces of jewelry away from being active. Hopefully, you will log into your back office and you won't miss it by being that close. Or what I try to do is I try to scan through my downline, and I teach my leaders to do the same thing. And if you're that close, a lot of times I'll reach out to you and say, hey, you're only 2 pieces away from being active, because life happens, right? And you just forgot. But make sure you're responsible for you, really, because this is your business. You are the CEO of your own jewelry company. So in this situation, the consultant is not active. Why do I keep talking about being active? Why is it important to even be active? So when somebody goes to paparazziaccessories.com to buy jewelry, they cannot buy jewelry without choosing a consultant. So they may just put in their zip code and see what comes up. Do you know that I have team members, because somebody went to paparazziaccessories.com, they put in their zip code and my name came up and they knew me and didn't know anybody else, and so they joined on my team. Your name comes up in the consultant finder. Maybe somebody is looking for somebody to shop with. Your name will come up. One of our consultants lives in Savannah, and somebody was having a huge extravaganza at the mall. They went to paparazziaccessories.com. They typed in their zip code. She was active the prior month. Her name came up, and she was able to vend in the mall twice because she was active. The second way is you earn commission on your downline and your online orders. When you have people that join your team, Paparazzi pays you a commission of 5 to 10% for you showing them how to work their business. It's so important that when you bring people in, that you don't just recruit them and forget about them, but that you really sponsor them. That means that you help them get a good start in this business. And the number one reason to maintain your active status every month is to keep your inventory new and fresh. You can sell older pieces alongside newer pieces. You can mix and match, but you have to have something new coming in. When I first joined this business, it was during the holidays. We didn't have a lot of extra money. So every week I would order 10 pieces of jewelry. Every week I would choose 5 pieces and order 2 of each. Every week. And I knew my order would arrive around Tuesday. I would post those pieces in my VIP group. Whatever was left, I would sell on my live on Thursday night alongside whatever I had left from the prior week, until I started getting commission and until I began to build my inventory and I had the money to really invest in my business. It can be done. Social media. Now, these social media tips I took from Andrea Hutchison. You can find her page. She is phenomenal in Paparazzi. So Andrea Hutchison has some different tools and resources that she shares. So this timeline I got from Andrea. Social media. Within 3 days of joining, post a curiosity announcement on social media. Just go live, introduce yourself as an independent paparazzi consultant, that you'll have $5 jewelry real soon. It doesn't take a long time. Just simply say hello if you're going to use social media. Now, let me say this. Going live on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter is not required. However, it is free advertising. And I can't tell you how many times people have reached out to me and said, hey, we got an event coming up. Would you like to be a vendor? Or would you like to come over? I need jewelry for my choir, or I need jewelry. We just did a wedding for the bridesmaids. So just putting it out there gives you free marketing. It gives you free advertisement. Within 7 days, open the box when it comes in. When your kit comes in, open the box. It comes in 2 bags. You have the outer bag you take off, then you have the inside bag. There's staples in that inside bag. Take that staple out, because if you just snatch that necklace out, you could break it. So check all your items, make sure nothing is broken, remove the outer wrapping, remove the staples. Then you can put it all back in the box, and then you can have a pop the box live. You just go live and say, let me show you what I got in my box. Oh my God, look at this piece. And you take it out, and they do it with you. Now, I didn't have these instructions. I actually went live when my box came. I found out on the live it had staples in it. I found out on the live there were two types of, it was in 2 wrappings. I was totally lost, totally clueless. But let me tell you something. I sold out within 72 hours of everything in that box. We don't want you to sell out. I thought at that time selling out was awesome. I sold out. And then I ordered more jewelry. And while I was waiting on my jewelry to get here, it takes, 3 days to leave the warehouse and 2 days to get to me. 5 days. For 5 days, I was out of business. People was wanting jewelry, and I didn't have jewelry to give to them. So if you've joined with that $99 kit, I know you're waiting on your kit, but go back in that back office. Go to new releases, or go to Blockbusters and begin to order, even if you're ordering 2 of the different ones, so that you would have something to show. Because once that momentum is going, it's easier to steer momentum than it is to start momentum. Within 10 days, go live again with your new pieces. You can show 5 pieces in 5 minutes, 10 pieces in 10 minutes, 30 pieces in 30 minutes, or don't put a time limit on it. Some of the top consultants in this company, they just go live and they take care of their people. And they be live for an hour or 2 hours. It just depends on you. There's no right or wrong way to do it. If you don't want your face on the camera, we do what's called a flash sale, where we set up all our pieces, we put the number beside them, and instead of going in selfie mode, your camera is flipped, and I'm behind it. They can hear my voice as I describe the jewelry. They may be able to see my fingernails as I'm touching the jewelry, and I go through it, and they can call out the numbers. There's all kinds of ways you can do this. Just be creative. And then within 30 days, come back on and share your why. Let your family and friends know what they are supporting. And this is the last thing we're going to talk about, is the ranks. When you first join, you come in as a consultant. and you choose one of the 3 kits, and we've gone over the commission and all of that. And you know that in order to be active, you have to purchase or sell 25 items or any type of combination. You become a star consultant that next month when you, now you can rank up in 1 month. You can join 1 month and rank up in 1 month. I had one lady that became a director within 24 hours, 48 hours, something, 24 hours, I think it was. So you can do this in 1 day. But if not, when you put in your next orders, you'll become a star consultant. And say you're a star consultant and somebody just decides, hey, I want to join your team. Now, when I joined Paparazzi, I didn't join to build a team. The team came, and then later I went back and looked, like, oh yeah, I'm a professional coach. That's what I do. I help entrepreneurs work in their business and build their businesses. So we have some pretty good, statistics of healthy businesses being birthed in our downline. But as a star consultant, say Jane and Mary decide they want to do what it is that you do. So Jane and Mary go to your website, they sign up, and you take them through this training. You help them get a good start. And when you will receive a 5% commission. Paparazzi will pay you a 5% commission on whatever Jane and Mary does. Now, the first leadership rank is that of a director. And so once you become a director, you have to have 50 PV. Now, listen, we've already talked about being active. So, you know, if you're going to be a leader, you model excellence. So your team will do what you do, not what you say. Your team is going to do what you do. So to be a director, you have to have 3 personally sponsored recruits. That's Jane, Mary, and Mandy, all signed up under you. You see that on the screen? And so what Paparazzi will do is they will pay you a commission of 10% from Jane, Mary, and Mandy, and everybody else that you personally sign into this business. But you have to be active, and you want them to be active. The thing about this, remember I told you every month we go back to 0? Well, every month they go back to 0 too. And so you're at 0, they're at 0. So every month, in order to be paid as a director, Jane, Mary, and Mandy all need to have that 50 PV. So it might take 3 to get director, but it's going to take 5 to 10 to stay there. And then say Jane signed up Sarah, and Mandy signed up Jill. And so the way this works, you have levels. So this is your level 1, and you get 10% from level 1. You'll get 5% from level 2. So just build wide this top level. You build this top level wide. You want good personal recruits. Let me tell you, don't classify people, because you never know who's going to be the rock stars on your team. It'll be those people that you didn't think was going to do anything, that came in this business, they understood this business, and they hustled. And Carla Neal says their goals, their grind match their goals. Don't classify people. Share the opportunity, and then and give them the information, the tools, and the resources necessary to be successful. And then their gifts will emerge. We'll close with this: your commitment and your purpose. It asks you here. I got this from Andrea Hutchison. My 1-year financial goal is blank. I'm committing to myself to give my business at least 1 year to grow. This is a commitment that you have to make to you. As women, and I know we have men in this business, but I want to talk to the women for a minute. As women, we spend so much time pouring into our spouse, pouring into our children, pouring into our job, pouring into our ministry, and we neglect ourselves. Do this for you. Make a commitment to yourself to give your business at least 1 year to grow. This is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time. Trust the process. How much money, how much profit would you like to make in 1 year? Whatever that number is, then you can divide it by 2.25. That's your profit, and you'll see how many pieces of jewelry you need to sell for that year. What is your 30-day goal? What do you want to happen the first month you're in business? What is your 90-day goal? What do you want to happen the first quarter that you're in business? Now, let me back up to your 1 year goal, because I told you to take your annual financial goal and divide it by 225, which is your profit. But that may not be accurate if you start to build a team, because if you start to build a team, you also have commission, and your commission is not built. Your commission is not done the same way as just selling a piece of jewelry. So the finances that you have coming into this business will just blow your mind. If you do a couple of things: love people, be genuine, pour into your team, don't be easily intimidated, Make sure whatever it is that you know, that you share it with your team. Don't make them have to always search for it. Be available when you can. Even if you have to put in your group, I'm available each day from 5 to 7 p.m. And they'll know you set your own structure. That's the beauty of being an entrepreneur and working your own business. You're in charge of your time. And so make sure that you do what's necessary for you to build your business healthy. Make sure that you have your launch party. Make sure that your inventory is up to date, that you begin to build. Set your financial goals for 1 year, 3 months, 90 days. Begin to invest in yourself. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to get outside the box. Stay plugged in on the team pages. Make sure you engage in the training. There's all types of training that's available to you on the different group pages. Ask questions. Ask questions. Don't allow pride or frustration to cause you to abort this business too soon. You got to trust the process. I hope that this video helps you to get a good start and a good foundation in your paparazzi business. You can find us on Facebook under Next Level Bling Team, and it's just a professional business page. Just hit the like button. We'll share things there. You can also find us here on our YouTube channel. And then if you don't have a team and you are out there looking for information, we would love for you to join our team. Just go to nextlevelblingteam.com. No www, just nextlevelblingteam.com and click join my team. And I'll be here to help personally coach you through this process. Have a great day, everybody.